Welcome to this session on best practice experiences for family activities. As we work through, we'll first identify the importance and opportunity for the creation of compelling family activities in your destination, while also exploring the saleable experience process and how you can approach it for your business. A, as an individual entity, but also B, from a collaborative perspective, partnering with both tourism and non-tourism partners in your region to further enhance your offering to provide additional linkages to the destination. We have collated a collection of best practice experiences from Ireland and around the globe to showcase a wide range of things to inspire you, to spark some creativity and innovation as you prepare to reopen and attract your target audience through compelling offers that drive demand, increase dwell time and spend. While the experiences included in this session have been selected to showcase what can be done to elevate your family offering, some things may also fall under other categories such as outdoor, food, culture and so on, which is also worth keeping in mind. You'll also notice that suggestions are made under each experience with regards to the key segments it may be relevant to. Average pricing is also included, but purely as a note for your reference rather than a benchmark. In the case of international experiences in particular, some of the experiences take place in countries with a higher cost of living than Ireland, hence the higher price. That said, where you can showcase a premium experience with significant added value, you will naturally be able to command a higher price point. So let's jump in and ask ourselves, why focus on enhancing our family activity experiences? When reviewing your family activity offerings, think about what makes yours different. What do you offer that connects the family to the locale? Are you providing an educational experience that is fun and fosters connection? These are just some of the key aspects to consider beyond an overnight stay with an interconnecting room with access to the swimming pool. Now more than ever, we emerge from the pandemic and look ahead to survive and thrive throughout the recovery period. We must approach the creation and enhancement of our family offering with innovation and creativity. We must also consider the different types of domestic families that exist, from those with school-going children who are limited to travelling midweek during school holidays, to multi-generational families where grandparents will travel along with the parents and grandkids, requiring accommodation that allows them all to stay together and activities that appeal to all ages. Then there are the teenagers and the question of how we can appeal to them. While families with preschool age children will still have the flexibility also to travel midweek from September and beyond. Review the latest Fáilte Ireland research and get to know and understand the top activities the Irish domestic traveller in particular is looking for, so that you can map your offering to their tastes and preferences. By doing so, you will connect with your desired audience in a meaningful way through an offering that resonates with them based on their interests and what they are looking for. In turn, this will encourage them to stay in the area longer, leading to increased footfall through the destination and visitor spend. So let's take a look at the saleable experience process and how you can approach it through 5 key steps. Beginning with step 1, define your business offering, understanding where exactly it sits within the overall tourism offering in your destination. What can you offer? What will it include? For which segment is it most relevant, and what will you charge? Another question to ask yourself is how it aligns to the greater destination proposition. Moving on to step 2, clarify your experience for sale matched to the high potential destination themes. Prepare your communication, copy, and compelling visuals to motivate and inspire, weaving in the destination message and content where relevant to ensure you match the destination theme. For example, Ireland's Ancient East, Ireland's Hidden Heartlands, Wild Atlantic Way, or Dublin. Think about how you can become the storyteller of your location, connecting the guest and visitor with the surrounding locale. In step 3, you want to make sure your saleable experience is available for sale. To resonate with your target segments and attract your desired consumer, identify a range of both direct and indirect channels through which you will be able to reach them. In step 4, by doing so, you will be able to stand out from the crowd, enabling them to clearly see what you are offering and evaluate whether you can fulfill their needs. As you move to step 5, the customer can clearly see that you are meeting their needs, and you will convert looker to booker as you make a sale. So let's take a look at some best practice experiences aimed towards families. First up is Unlock Ljubljana, a city escape. The city of Ljubljana is bursting with innovative escape room style activities and adventures. This one in particular takes visitors on an adventurous journey through the old city centre where they will encounter 7 entertaining tests through which they will unlock the secrets of Ljubljana and discover the unknown. The adventures are connected to the history of the locale, immersing participants in the past and present. Ideal for groups of 2 to 150 people, bearing social distancing in mind, the concept appeals to all segments, including both a domestic and international audience. It offers a fresh and innovative tourism activity with a game that offers a platform for reconnecting and reuniting with friends and family in a fun and educational way, also in the outdoors. It could be an excellent start to a social evening out for a group of friends or a pleasant afternoon activity for all of the family. It could also be an alternative to an icebreaker session offered to company team building events. The route encourages collaboration with destination partners also, passing many bars, restaurants and shops, which participants may return to after the game. There is also a strong linkage with accommodation and transport providers. So let's now look at the concept of village traditions at the Hazelbury Mill, a traditional village-style complex set on a 12-acre site in rural Somerset. This complex consists of a historic mill now converted to a restaurant, small meeting rooms and a replica village pub. Some of the ancillary buildings, including the mill house, have been converted to serviced accommodation, including 23 rooms. And in a wooded glade away from the main complex, you'll find a cluster of travellers' caravans and a shepherd's hut that provides self-catering accommodation, known as the Gathering in the Glade. A replica barn has also been constructed as a wedding and events venue. A bandstand, historic vehicles, shelters for outdoor dining, and a telephone kiosk all contribute to creating a village-like environment. It's even complete with its own river running through. Highly successful over the past 10 years, it has become a very popular spot as an outdoor events venue for community and commercial activities. At the heart of these events has been a series of very simple, wholesome and traditional village activities such as a duck race on the river, open days for local charities and community interest groups, an Easter egg hunt and traditional Christmas activities. The replica pub has now even become the actual village pub. Innovative elements include the dog-friendly policy, a Sunday market, Swedish Day, and of course Gathering in the Glade glamping with gypsy caravans and showmen's wagons, while local characters and personalities connect visitors to the traditional village life through activities grounded in authenticity. This experience is steeped in history and heritage, appealing to all segments, from families to young couples and the unconstrained adult. Cork International Hotel has introduced a dedicated family concierge who has devised and tested a variety of family amenities to keep parents at ease and little ones entertained during a stay at the hotel. From recommending socially distanced outdoor activities to arranging bookings for a movie night in the hotel's cinema room, the family concierge has parents and guardians covered. Guests just need to let the concierge know the children's age, preferred activities, whether outdoor or water-based, and they will happily put together a bespoke itinerary for you. The family concierge service is complimentary and provided daily. Guests can make contact by email to arrange any pre-stay planning, with a range of curated family itineraries also available on the hotel's website to inspire and motivate. The initiative fosters collaboration and cross-selling opportunities amongst destination partners by recommending family-friendly attractions and activities for guests to enjoy nearby. The hotel has gone above and beyond to tailor a thoughtful family concierge service that carefully considers the needs of children with a disability in particular, highlighting the property's commitment and dedication to diversity and inclusion. The family concierge has completed training on ASD awareness with the Rainbow Club Centre for Children with Autism and helped the hotel to put a range of initiatives in place that offer a range of visual support and other services for families to use both in advance of their stay and during their stay. Some of these elements include a sensory box filled with different textured materials and toys for children so that they can explore their senses by using these as a tool, thus helping children to adapt to new environments and feeling a sense of calm. They also have sunflower lanyards, discreet, They are signs that the wearer has a hidden disability and may need additional support throughout their stay. There are also visual stories to download, and these are visual supports that can be used to communicate with people on the autism spectrum. They are adaptable, portable, and can be used in most situations. Let's take a look at the Ark in Temple Bar. The Ark is a dedicated cultural centre for children in Temple Bar, Dublin, providing an opportunity for city centre hotels to partner with them to create innovative and saleable family experiences different to the norm. Within walking distance of many city centre hotels, the Ark creates opportunities for children along with their families and friends to discover and love art. Through the centre's work with leading Irish and international artists, children can enjoy performances in the unique child-sized theatre, view engaging exhibitions, or participate in creative workshops. Due to ongoing restrictions as a result of COVID-19, the Ark is temporarily closed but have remained innovative by delivering virtual events for families, including one particular one that happened recently. This was called Tin Men and the Telephone. Suited for children aged 8 plus, this fun online show involved mixing music, technology, visuals, and audience participation for an interactive concert that participants could influence directly from their living room. Tin Men and the Telephone are an Amsterdam-based music trio who perform hugely engaging and enormously fun interactive online shows. Their music blends jazz, classical Balkan, hip-hop and more to exciting improvisation which you, the audience, can influence during the concert by swiping, texting and shaking your phones in the comfort of your own home. It's a one-of-a-kind multimedia experience, a virtual event using a custom-made app by the band called Tinmendo. Using the app, children discovered the building blocks of music to create melodies, rhythms and harmonies that are uploaded live and assembled into a collective composition and performed on the spot by the band. There are certain IT requirements for rolling out such a virtual event, including a computer, tablet or phone with internet access for Zoom by the participants, a smartphone with the Tinmendo app loaded before the concert starts, Zoom, so the workshop is delivered by Zoom, so it helps to have this. And then, of course, the session is recorded for the safety and security of all participants. However, it is not shared publicly and deleted after 30 days, so something also worth bearing in mind. The experience was presented in partnership with Improvised Music Company and is part of the Big Bang Bubble, a series of interactive online events connecting young audiences to adventurous music from Ireland and abroad. It's a great example of how cultural centres can innovate and leverage technology to offer virtual events and keep the audience engaged during periods of physical site closure. During the recovery stage, as things reopen, there is scope for accommodation providers and cultural centres to collaborate to provide a fully rounded family experience with an overnight stay, increasing dwell time amongst families in city or town centre locations that traditionally would have been predominantly occupied for international and corporate business. In Denmark, the Club Whanau Seal Safari is the main attraction on Whanau Island, where visitors can see the harbour seal and grey seal in their natural environment. The seals can be seen basking in the sun on the sandbanks or bobbing their heads up and down in the water. There are guided tours along a large sandbank where it is possible to see up to 700 seals, or at low tide you can walk around 1.7 kilometres on the seabed all the way to Galway. The 2-hour experience is suitable for children and adults and immerses the visitor in nature, a reconnection that the latest consumer research tells us that they are so badly craving at present. Expert guides make stops during the tour to educate the visitors about the fascinating story of the seals and the surrounding nature, while partnerships extend to accommodation providers, F&B, equipment and retail. This example may inspire any of you surrounded by natural wildlife to create an experience that provides an educational excursion unique to your destination for all ages to enjoy. Wilderness Ireland have created a fantastic, fully guided Giant's Causeway family adventure that takes visitors on a 7-day exploration of the myths of Northern Ireland, from the Giant of the Causeway to mythical Narnia's Dunluce Castle, while staying in comfortable and family-friendly accommodation along the Causeway coast and on an island retreat. Visitors are invited to taste hearty local dishes, tap their feet to traditional music, search for puffins, climb steep cliffside paths, hike to the mythic Giant's Causeway, and learn about those who built the Titanic. The mythical storytelling and partners along the way bring the itinerary and experience to life. The tour guide also plays a pivotal role in the overall delivery in connecting guests with the destination by sharing their knowledge and providing local insight and recommendations. The tour flows through the storied landscape of the Causeway Coast, an ideal region to discover as a family. Travelling through history and legend in this ancient place, the 7-day journey treks the land that inspired the Chronicles of Narnia and the TV series Game of Thrones, while steeped in storytelling of the countless Irish myths and tales of giants, magical animals, and so much more. The experience includes accommodation, food and beverage, activity, and attractions. Excellently organised with no detail overlooked, evening meals are savoured in local towns along the way, while lunch is provided by cafes or a wilderness picnic. Throughout the day, guides provide water and tasty Irish snacks, and on evenings where meals are not included, a wilderness guide can provide expert recommendations to guests on where they can dine, or of course they can eat back in their lodgings. So product innovation for this experience includes 2 thoughtful initiatives. At Your Own Pace is an innovative concept that allows families to travel at their own pace. Guests will have their own private guide who will make sure that the trip flows at the right pace for each family. While the daily itinerary itself isn't tailored, the hikes and other activities listed can be adjusted to meet your family's ability levels. As a proud member of Burren Bio, sustainable travel is also at the forefront of Wilderness Ireland. They're also part of Leave No Trace. Wilderness Ireland, by being part of these initiatives, is committed to the development of Ireland's sustainable tourism sector. They focus on developing sustainable operational practices and endeavour to support the local tourism economy in each of these areas that they work on. Opened in June 2019, the Newt Somerset is the complete reimagination of a traditional 17th century country house and its 800 acres of parkland, woodland and gardens, turning it into a 21st century visitor attraction. The project consists of a 23-room rustic chic hotel in the house with a spa, restaurants and bar, and an adjacent visitor attraction comprising of remodeled gardens, a cidery, a farm shop, and the estate's Avalon Farm, an upscale gift shop, a subterranean museum of gardening and an ice cream parlour. A new self-catering complex called the Farmyard is also being planned to open in summer 2021. There are high levels of self-sufficiency, giving very local provenance to the food and drink offer. The gardens, the working farm and the orchards are managed to produce food and the cider for use in the hotel and restaurants, which is also for sale in the shops. Where the estate is unable to provide produce, additional vegetables and fruit are sourced from a network of approved local suppliers. Visitors are allowed to explore the gardens, the orchards and parts of the farm to witness sustainable methods of production underway, providing them with an understanding of the way food is grown and produced. They are also encouraged to touch and taste crops in the garden, to smell the flowers and to wander the fields and meadows. All staff, from the gardeners to the beekeeper to the orchard manager, are natural storytellers who will gladly share their knowledge of their work and approach to sustainability. Throughout the experience, guests are prompted to explore and visit all aspects of the estate, cross-selling on-site and online shopping opportunities. This is achieved by a cleverly designed flow and visual triggers at key points. The sale of food and drink is also encouraged through demonstration and tasting sessions both on and offline. The Newt has a fantastic website and newsletter full of tips on healthy eating, living and seasonal produce. The visuals used are emotive and sensual, coupled with the clever use of language. There is a regular programme of innovative activities to explore aspects of land management and good practice in producing crops. Many of these experiences are shared to a global online audience, such as reenacting the traditional custom of wassailing, a dawn foraging hunt, and cider making and tasting demonstrations. The introduction of Stop, Look, Listen online IGTV programme connects guests to individuals working at the Newt with regular episodes featuring the estate's gardening teams. The estate also uses the Candid app to allow visitors to find out more about the plants that they encounter. The app is made available free of charge on payment of the admission fee and is immediately activated. Lastly, let's take a look at pottery making and a workshop tour of Louis Mulcahy's in Dingle. Great fun for both children and adults. Try your skill on the potter's wheel and draw some inspiration as you watch a professional thrower going through the daily routine of throwing pots. In 2014, the Craft Council of Ireland described Louis Mulcahy as the godfather of Irish craft. His work is distinctively Irish and reflects the magnificent scale and wonderful colours in the landscape of Kerry. All his pots are made at the workshop in Dingle where the experiences take place. Unlike many modern potters, he does not buy ready-made glazes but makes his own from natural silica, fluxes and colouring minerals. His clay bodies are blended from stoneware and porcelain clays of the highest quality, a technique visitors will learn about during their day. The workshop experience is enhanced further with the incorporation of Cafe na Ceallaga, located on the second floor, where visitors are invited to savour a taste of West Kerry. The menu features Irish producers while the cakes are freshly baked in the cafe, including gluten-free dark chocolate brownies, Kerry apple cake, apple and cinnamon scones and brown bread. All of course served on Louis Mulcahy pottery. It's a perfect place to refuel pre or post visit or for a pit stop for road trippers passing by. Visitors also have the option to have their pottery creations delivered to their home addresses post-workshop for additional charge. This is a great idea for those travelling onwards with limited baggage space. Many of you may have attended saleable experience workshops over the past 12 months. If you have not, or for those who wish to do a refresher, there are some fantastic tools and resources available on the COVID-19 Support Hub under the title Reshaping the Experience and Presenting Your Offer. I strongly recommend taking a look if you have the time and capacity to support as you prepare your collection of experiences to offer the domestic market in the short to medium term, and of course not losing sight of the international visitor in the longer term when global travel will resume. Thank you for listening. I hope you found this session helpful and wish you the very best of luck as you prepare for the months ahead. Be sure to keep your key account manager at Fáilte Ireland informed of any innovative ideas you plan to roll out. Update your discoverireland.ie listing and leverage the Keep Discovering campaign. I look forward to visiting many of you and seeing your experiences come to life. Thank you.